Every time I get into a conversation with a lost causer about the Civil War and slavery, they like to say, oh, slavery was on its way out. It was dying anyways. The war couldn't possibly have been over slavery because slavery was going to die in the next 20 years, which is a lie. There are a bunch of asshats that are talking out the other end of the human anatomy because they just don't like facts or reality. There were 13 slave states in 1840. There are 15 slave states in 1860. Despite things like the Missouri Compromise that were trying to draw a line of where slavery is or isn't allowed, that doesn't matter because that extends into the territories beyond north of where that line was supposed to be because slavery was continuing to expand. In 1840 to 1860, slavery increased by 1.5 million, which was a 35% increase over those 20 years. You might be thinking, oh, Lieutenant Tommy, didn't the American population increase by 45%? Well, yeah, you'd be correct, but they also have things called immigration, and the slaves that increased that numbers as well. So you got that going for you. The international slave trade was illegal at this point in time in human history, so that the only way slavery could increase is by natural breeding, or, like forced breeding, like puppy mills, but, horrible puppy mills that are... I digress. Either way, think about that. 35% natural population increase over 20 years, and you're going to tell me that it's on its way out? It wasn't on its way out. They weren't afraid of Lincoln shutting down slavery. They were afraid of what he was actually running on, which was to try to end slavery's expansion. They wanted to continue it to go into all the territories from sea to shining sea. They weren't going to be happy until every state was a slave state. It wasn't on its way out. The war was about slavery, and I'm going to have a heart attack or bust an aneurysm over all of this.